YouTube. My name is Lori and welcome to Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. So today I am in the car and getting ready to do something that I had hoped I would not have to do, and that is going out and topping off my car tank and going to the grocery store before a major hurricane is supposed to hit my part of Florida on Tuesday or Wednesday night. I had the bright idea of trying to do a Kroger delivery, but Kroger's already blocked out all delivery dates until later this next week. Last I heard is that they are preparing the special needs shelter for those with medical needs, and they are talking about canceling school for a couple days next week, which will really hurt me a lot because that will mean I can't work. So we'll see what happens, but for right now I have most of what I need. I just need to get a couple odds and ends and top off my Coke Zero supply and my coffee supply and food from Mr. Bubba, and I'm almost out of bread, so that's about the main things I need. So I'll bring you along and show you. I've already heard that the lines at the gas stations are getting to be horrific, and the grocery stores were starting to line up. So I thought I would just bring you guys along and show you what it's like living in Central Florida a couple days before a major storm hits. So come along and I'll show you what I'm going to be dealing with this afternoon. Actually, not too terribly bad for a Saturday afternoon at a busy truck stop gas station off of a major highway. So not quite as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, y'all, I spoke too soon about it not being a madhouse. This is freaking awful. Just within 2 minutes from the time I went in to the time I came out, I'm now sitting and waiting and line, and it's backed up. So this is just awful. So right now I just want to get my gas, get to the store, and get home. So I will take y'all into the store with me and see how bad that is. Alright guys, this store is a madhouse. I did manage to find a parking spot, but I'm getting my stuff and heading for home, so I will show you what I got when I get back. Y'all, I am back in the car, thankfully. Praise the Lord. It took me probably close to an hour to check out of the store. It is freaking nuts at Winn-Dixie, and someone told me that Walmart is way worse than Winn-Dixie. I did strike out on water, thank God. I was pretty much prepped on my water supply. I was just going to pick up an extra case because I'd been drinking some of my supply and I wanted to replenish it, but I do have enough water if I can't find any. But man, 3 other people on my way out of the store was on their way in asking about water, and I was like, all they have is the expensive fancy water and nothing else. They just kind of hung their head. I guess they've been looking all day for water and can't find it anywhere. So I am so thankful that I had stocked up on my water back in June at the start of hurricane season and didn't wait until now to get it. I can tell you the coffee aisle was absolutely decimated. All they had left was the $25 cans of Dunkin' Donut coffee. Everything else was gone. Eggs were pretty much gone. I did manage to get a carton of eggs. The bread shelf was close to being wiped out. The soda aisle was being quickly depleted because there was no water, so people are buying soda instead of water just to have something instead of nothing. But I did manage to get my Coke Zero, so I'm stocked up on my Coke Zero, and I got food for Mr. Bubba, which was the main reason for coming out today, so I got his food. I may run into Publix after church tomorrow just to see what their water supply looks like and maybe grab one extra thing of lettuce for Mr. Bubba so he'll be set for his food. But other than that, I am pretty well set. So yeah, just thank God I was topped off with my water supply, because man, if I hadn't, I would be really scared right now. So I'm set on my water. I had filled up empty soda bottles with water, and as I used up the water that I bought for Mr. Bubba's water bottle, I filled those up with tap water, so I have to have those filled as well. So I'm set with water. So now I'm ready to go home. So I cannot believe I had to come out in this madhouse today. The traffic is really lining up fast. I think people are starting to wake up and realize that they should have been prepped several months ago before the storm showed up. So I'm heading home, and I'll show you what my hurricane supply is when I get home. So on a whim, I decided at the last minute to run into Dollar General. We are fortunate enough to have a Dollar General market store which sells meat and produce besides all the regular Dollar General stuff. So I was able to snag 12 bottles. Well, there were 4 packs of 4 bottles in a pack of lemon flavored sugar-free water. So I did manage to replenish what I had been drinking out of my supplies. So I am now all set, which I tell you, Dollar General is being decimated just as much as the other stores are. So if you have not been too much into prepping and getting ahead on your everyday supplies that you use, I suggest that you do it before anything happens where you need those supplies and all of a sudden you can't get them. So I will see you all when I get home, and I'll show you what I got for today. Oh guys, I am finally back home. Holy cow, I've never been so glad to be in my own house as I am right now. So let me show you what I got that will help me ride out Hurricane Ian whenever it hits. So I got the 2 things of the romaine hearts. There's 3 in a pack, and Mr. Bubba eats 1 of these stocks a day, so I might stop at Publix tomorrow and get 1 more just to keep back for him. So I got 2 loaves of bread. They were on sale 2 for $5. And I got some of this chicken barbecue thing that's all ready to go. I got some eggs. I got this Durbin coffee. I have never had this kind of coffee, but this was the only kind they had left on the shelf in the can. So let me all know down below in the comments if you've had it and if it's any good or not. Then I got some cottage cheese and some powdered coffee creamer, some half and half. I got a couple packs of butter because I was out of butter. And I got some hot dog buns. And I got some Colby Jack cheese and some bologna and some ham and some hot dogs, because I had got the bologna and the ham just in case I have to do lunches for work, but I'm really anticipating on them canceling school for at least a couple days, but that will give me some stuff for some sandwiches while I'm at home. And let me get this put away, and then I'll show you what I got as far as beverages. Alright, so now for my beverages, I got 3 of these Winn-Dixie Czech Zeros. Are actually pretty close to Coke Zero, except they're a little bit cheaper. They were on sale when I'm home. I like drinking the cans because it is a bit cheaper. And I got 4 of the Coke Zeros because Winn-Dixie had them buy 2 get 2, which really meant buy 1 get 1, but you ended up with 4 instead of 2. So I take these when I'm going to be in the car or at work because they have lids and don't spill so easy. And then I lucked out and got 4 of these waters at the Dollar General Market store. So I have never had this kind of water before. If you have tried it, let me know down below in the comments what you think of it. Yeah, I got the last 4 of those that they had left in the store, so I was glad to get them, and I will let y'all know what I think of them when I try them. Well, you can probably tell that I'm frazzled after being out there. It is getting crazy stupid out there. People are running around like chickens with their heads cut off because they were not ready. They are desperate to try to find water. They pretty soon will probably be desperate for gas too, because as busy as that gas station was, it wasn't too bad when I pulled into the gas station, but I parked and went inside for like 5 minutes and came out, and holy cow, they were so lined up. It took me a good 15 minutes just waiting in line for a gas pump. And then the store, Lord have mercy, come Monday, the stores are going to be wiped out because they already were getting picked over. Winn-Dixie, the coffee aisle was, it was just decimated. The coffee I got was all they had left in the cans. They had the expensive bags, but the kind in the cans was gone. And bread was disappearing, water was gone, soda was quickly getting depleted because people were buying that, and when they realized that there was no water, they started immediately buying soda, so the sodas were getting quickly gone through and picked over. There was not much milk left. There was a little teeny tiny corner like this on the shelf for the eggs, and there was not very many eggs left on the shelf. So yeah, things are getting a bit crazy out there. My takeaway from this is do not wait for something bad to happen before you realize that you need the basics like water and gasoline and paper towels and toilet paper. Those things were pretty much gone in the store. There was not hardly any of that left. People were filling the carts with whatever paper plates they had left in the store, so those were disappearing. They're probably gone by now. And I went to 3 different stores, and each store was the same way. I thought about going to Walmart, and then I passed someone on the way in and warned them that if they were looking for water, not to even bother because the store didn't have any. And he told me that Walmart, the grocery lines are unreal. That and they had no water. They were running out of supplies too. So yeah, that is my takeaway. My advice to all of you is to make sure that you are up on your preps whenever you can. Make sure that you put a case of water back because it will keep, and you never know when you're going to need it, and all of a sudden it's not going to be there. So thank goodness I'm home. I have church in the morning, and I may stop into Publix and get one more thing of lettuce for Mr. Bubba because Publix lettuce seems to last a bit longer than the kind that went from Winn-Dixie. So I may get him another package of lettuce just to make sure that I have enough for him. And I might check their water supply, but I have a feeling they probably don't have any either. So that's what's going on here in Central Florida in preparing for Hurricane Ian. I'm really anticipating on not being able to work this week, which will really make my bank account take a big hit if I can't get any classroom hours, and that's not going to be a good thing for my bank account, but we'll do what we need to do, and hopefully the schools won't be closed for too long, that they do use the schools for sheltering, which means they can't have classes as long as people need the shelter. So we'll wait and see what happens when I go in for class on Monday, and see what happens with the storm and which way it goes. So right now it's just a waiting game, and I'm pretty much ready. So we'll see what happens, and I will keep you all posted. Maybe tomorrow night or Monday afternoon when I get home from school. I'll let you guys know what's going on, if they're canceling classes or not. Hopefully we'll know by then what they're going to be doing. So I may give you guys an update late Monday afternoon or early Monday evening. So I will talk to you all on the next video. Bye.